Hi guys, it's Lisa. So this video is all about procrastination and organizing and some coloring. I have been into adult coloring lately in coloring books that I've already had, and let me tell you, it's been very satisfying because I am not pressured to really create a drawing. The drawing is already created for me. So if you are having any type of creator's block in like junk journaling, staring at the blank page, let me tell you, coloring is the way to go. So this is a spread I've been working on for a few days. The one on the right is pretty much done, and the one on the left is this, I guess it's a fairy with butterfly wings. I'm almost done. It's mostly colored pencil, watercolors, and gel pens. I like to do watercolor in here in larger areas, and it's been really fun to experiment with pencil and gel pens in smaller areas, especially when it comes to shading and layering and deciding, should I start with a colored pencil or do I want to start with a gel pen? It's just been kind of experimenting, and that's what I've been doing mostly, is experimenting in shading, light and dark, and it's been really satisfying. So if you're looking for breakthroughs, then definitely try adult watercoloring. I will be doing some process videos coming up soon on just even how to start. If you have questions, or if you just want to see like some areas up close, I will be doing that. So here I'm almost done. I just changed the fairy's hair. It was orange, and I mean it was yellow, and I just changed it to orange because I think the contrast is better with the shirt. And here I'm just adding some shading around the eyes with a colored pencil. And I'm about ready to, I think I'm about ready to finish. Oh, I'm doing one last thing here. I'm taking my gel pen and I'm doing little dots in the eyes. So hopefully the eyes would, the pupil area would pop with a little bit of white gel pen. And I think I am almost done. Almost. Changing some colors in the wings, making it a little bit darker with the gel pen. There's like these little circles. And then I am going to do some cleanup and some organizing of my papers in my craft room. So yeah, here's cleanup time. I always like to clean up after a project. It helps me stay organized, and I feel better moving on to the next best thing. So here I am just putting away the pencils, and I recently got this new accordion folder. It's by EcoStash. They actually kindly sent it to me for review. They have different accordion file folders. This is the 26 pocket one. And I thought I would use it to store my junk journal papers that are at least, letter size, because I do have a pretty good organization uh, method with my smaller things. It's just the larger papers, labels, digitals. They're just like all over the place. So this file folder you can get on Amazon, and I do have a 20% off coupon that's good to August 10th. I'll put the details down in the description box below. But we'll see how it works. I mean, anything could help. What I really do like about this is I can carry it from room to room. So if you have a bunch of digitals that you want to cut out, or fussy cut things from magazines, digitals, anything. I figured carry this into the next room, fussy cut on the couch while watching TV, and then I'll have like a fussy cut pocket in here for all those little things, or I can transfer them to where I keep my smaller things. So, yeah, we'll see if it works. I'm ready to try anything because my space is kind of small. And, oh, there's my coffee and tea dyed papers. I do all sorts of different papers for journals or even for making ephemera. I just use regular notebook paper. It's really simple. But anyway, I think I'm going to close out the video, and I so appreciate you guys watching. Channel's been a little slow as of late. I have to be honest, I make video shorts and I get a different clientele, a different audience watching the video shorts. And it's mostly men. They like my content I post there of music videos and stuff like that. And then when I do the long content, which is the unboxings and the junk journaling or some process videos and stuff like that, I have a totally other clientele. And I think the YouTube analytics is messing, it is kind of confused between my short and my long content. So I decided, number one, I am not starting a new channel. I am keeping this channel. I've had this channel like for years, but I didn't start posting on it till 2020. So 5 years I've been posting on this channel. There is no way I'm going to start another channel. But I do struggle with views when I have totally different content from the short and the long, and I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with it. I am definitely not doing YouTube for the money. I am doing it because I really like creating and I really like showing people how to do things, and hopefully I can set a spark off in other people to create too. Or you'd be surprised, a lot of people just don't know how to do certain things. I didn't know what junk journaling was until a few years ago when I started doing it. So yeah, it's been quite the journey, but I'm going to keep posting what I like. And if I get the views, great. That's always helpful. If I don't get the views, well, I'm still going to keep posting. I'm like the little engine that could. Yeah, most definitely. So any interaction you would have if you've made it to this part of the video, comments and likes really do help the analytics. It really is very helpful. So hit that like button, leave me a comment if you so choose. And if you're not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe. Anyway, guys, I'm going to close out the video. I'm going to keep filing and keep organizing. And if you're interested in this file folder, I will leave the details down in the description box. Okay, guys, take care, and I will definitely see you in the next one. Bye.